Hello everyone and welcome to Mini Thinkers with Miss Taryn. So we usually do some sort of science activity or experiment for preschoolers during this program, but today we are going to start with a story that is directly related to what we're going to be talking about today, which is shapes. So our activity today is called Tangrams, and we'll talk a little bit more about that once we finish our book. But I wanted to show you guys this book and read it through with you so that we can have some practice using our creativity to make different shapes. Okay, so you can pick up the kits for this activity beginning today on Tuesday while supplies last, and this program is for preschoolers. All right, let's get started. So our book is called Shape Shift by Joyce Hesselberg. Okay, so with this one, I want you to listen and to also call out what different things that you might be seeing in our cool little shapes. Look around. What shapes do you see? I see a rectangle house with a trapezoid roof. I see a triangle tree. Shapes are all around us. Once you know how to find them, you can use shapes to make anything you like. And then our page over here shows us all the different types of shapes. All right, so boys and girls, you may have learned some of these shapes, but a few of them I bet are brand new to you. Like the crescent, looks like a moon, or maybe a trapezoid, this funny looking one. So we're gonna learn about them today. I have a triangle, and I have a semicircle. Let's put our shapes together and see what we can make. Look what they're doing. What do you think they can make? All right, we're gonna see what they can make. I see a ballerina twirling, spinning, gliding, floating across a stage. You see the ballerina? It's pretty neat. I see an elephant flying high with 1,000 balloons. That one's very creative because he had to see the balloons in his head too to be able to see this whole picture. Do you want to play again? Sure. I have a crescent. And I have a trapezoid. We just talked about those two, didn't we? What is it? All right, now do you all have any ideas on what that could be? And there's no wrong answers. Whatever you think it might look like is totally up to you. Now let's see what they think. I see an angry bull ready to charge. Why are you so grumpy, Mr. Bull? Look at him. So the trapezoid makes up his head, and then the crescent makes his horns. I see a slippery fish jumping in the waves. That one's pretty cool too, because you see the fish's body is this trapezoid, and the crescent on top is his tail. Now try this one. I have a rectangle and I have a circle. What do you see? Do you guys have any ideas? Lots of different things that we could do with a rectangle and a circle. Let's see. I see a lady with a fancy hat, head held high. She passes by. I wonder where she's going. So the circle is the lady's face, and then the rectangle is her hat. And then these are kind of imagined shapes that our friend has come up with. It's pretty cool. She even imagined a feather in the lady's hat. Here's my cat again. I know y'all have probably seen Pippin in most of my videos. He's curious to say hello. I see a supercar zooming down the road. Look at that. And a dog driving that car. That's so silly. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So our circle is the wheel of the car, it looks like. And then this rectangle is the body of the car, which is pretty cool. Last game, and this one's tricky. Let's try to solve it together. We have an oval, a diamond, and a square. Do you know what that is? Does it look like anything to you? We see a clown upside down. Silly clown. How long can he stay that way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That clown lasts a long time, doesn't it? It's got a square for a head, and then we have a diamond for his body, and then an oval for the watermelon. It looks like he's balancing a watermelon on his feet. Oh no, look, that oval fell off. We see watermelon, sweet and crisp. And a perfect day for a picnic. Now it's your turn. Here are some more shapes. What do you see? So this book is wonderful, parents, to check out. I think we have several copies of it at the library to help your kids learn about shapes and also to help them develop some creativity in seeing what shapes combined can be. So like this one, to me, this triangle with the semicircle looks like an upside down ice cream cone, like a blueberry ice cream cone. But you might see something different in it. And then this one right here looks like a plant in a pot. On its side, looks like someone tipped it over. So there's lots of really cool different combinations of all of these different shapes. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed Shape Shift by Joyce Hesselberg. So now we are going to talk about tangrams. So tangrams are a traditional Chinese puzzle made up of a square that's been divided into 7 different pieces. And those 7 pieces are shapes, okay? So there's 1 parallelogram, 1 square, and then 5 triangles that are different sizes. Okay, so all together you can create these and you'll make different designs. So they're also a fun way to teach your child how to develop shape identification, which is why we're doing it today, geometry skills later on in life, and creativity. All right, so let's open up our kit. What do you think's in here, Pippin? What do you think's in here? Let's look. All right, so inside your kit, you should find a piece of paper that has a paper clip attached to it. There are several things in here. So this is what you're going to use to try to create your tangram shapes, okay? And we're just gonna do one together. And then right here, I have paper clipped the tangrams, the 7 tangram shapes, okay? So we're gonna go over what each of them is. Okay, so we talked about the triangles, right? So here's a triangle. Oh, here's another triangle. Another triangle. That's not a triangle. And then here's 2 big ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles all together here. And they are, some of them are the same size, like these 2 are the same. This one's all by itself, and then these 2 are the same size. Okay? And then we have a parallelogram, which is a big word. That's what this shape is. And then we have a square. All right, So all of these can be arranged to create a big square, which is how Tangrams began. All right, so what we're gonna do now, and I'm gonna let you all do this on your own time. So I'm gonna show you how to do the first one, which is, can you build a house? So I've blown this one up as big as I could get it on a piece of paper so that we can try to fit our shapes inside the lines here, okay? So first, I have my square. So I want to match the square with the square piece. All right, so it goes right in there, okay? Next, I'm gonna use my parallelogram because it's kind of a funky shape, and see if I can find a parallelogram on this piece of paper, okay? So if you know what triangles look like, boys and girls, this one is not a triangle. So that might be one helpful clue if you're trying to solve this one. So I'm gonna put it here, and it might not fit perfectly because I've had to do it, I've had to stretch it around quite a bit, but it's close, okay? All right, and then I have little bitty triangles, right? Put that right here, and the other triangle goes right here together. Okay, and then this is my medium-sized triangle. Okay, so it goes here. Okay, and then we have our two huge triangles, and together they make a square, don't they? All sides are equal. I can get it to hold together. All right, here's that. So put that here, and now we have built a house with our tangrams. Okay, so now I'm going to take them off. Take them off here. So you get to keep this and revisit it whenever you like. Okay, now the next ones might be a little bit harder, but I think you can do it with maybe some help from your mom or dad or grandmother. So these are called challenge cards, which means you're gonna take these same exact shapes and make all of these different things. Okay, so here's a cat, like my cat, Pippin. We've got what looks like a fish, we've got a bear, a bunny rabbit, a swan. Now these, you'll have to look at them and then create them on your own surface. But you can always use this as an example of what to look for, okay? There's that one. And then we also have the Tangram challenge cards. So these are written examples of some cool stuff that you could do with your family. So create a square using 4 tangrams. So I only have to use 4 of them, and I have to figure out how I'm going to make a square. I can do an object, so anything. I could make a book. I could make a pillow. I could make a couch, anything like that. Or an animal. You could create an animal of your choice and use the different shapes for different parts of the animal's body, okay? So there's a few more on there that you have the option to do. All right, so that is it for our Tangrams mini thinkers. So if you want to do this activity and follow along with me, you can come back to the Facebook page and watch the video again. The kits will be available starting on Wednesday. And you can come pick those up at the library. You can also pick them up through the curbside delivery service, whichever one is more convenient for you. And we'll have them as long as supplies are available. Okay? So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.